Hi and welcome to this week's episode of Q Weekly here on Bent TV Channel 31. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now, as you can probably see around us, we've actually got a brand new set here on Q Weekly, so a few things are going to change. And of course, this was created and designed by our very own Brett, and he's a member here at Bent TV. So thanks so much, Brett. Everyone's going to appreciate it, especially the viewers at home. Now, we've got a fantastic show for you this evening. We've got the Pride Bake-Off that was held at the beautiful DT's Hotel in Richmond. We've also got an interview by our very own David McCarthy. Now, he's interviewing Stephen King, who is an independent film producer. Now, he's actually made a few political ads, so we're going to have a look at those a little bit later on. And then also we're going to have a look at the Melbourne Leather Festival, and that's going to be brought to you by our very own Vic Perri. Anyway, let's have a look and see. We're going to cut to the footage just in a moment and have a look at the DT's Bake-Off and see how that went with all those beautiful cakes. Hopefully, you'll stay around and we'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm Vic Perri and here I am at Pride March's annual fundraiser, Cake Bake-Off. This is a time of year where the whole queer community gets together to try out their culinary skills and come out with some amazing creations. Let's check out, see what's on offer this year.
I would love to get over $5,000. I know last year we made 13, but that was a bit of an exceptional year. But if we can get over $5,000, I'll be very happy.
And what about the standard of cakes this year? Is it getting any better?
You wouldn't have thought it could have gotten any better, but yet again, this community has just outdone itself. This is amazing. Absolutely, I'm so proud.
Now, the money raised today and any other fun sort of fundraising events through the year is to help Pride March, isn't it?
It is. It's to help put on Pride March. Predominantly, well, Dale from DT's hates it when we say this, but it does go to paying for the toilets.
Here I am with the judges of the day. Who are we?
Well, I'm a very corrupt local government person. I'm taking bribes for Pride.
Okay.
I'm going to vote solely on the basis of the bribe.
Excellent.
I'm Damien. I'm actually not this short. I'm just crouching down so that I can get these pictures. I am. Hang on a second. Fantastic. Yeah, Damien from Joy. Hi.
And are you found it difficult so far judging?
There's some amazing cakes here. We've just been having a look at, there's the spaced out cake over here, the Bailey's cake. I'm thinking I might have to take home. I'll open it up and hopefully there is some liquor in the site there. We'll wait and find out.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Mel, what's your favourite cake here?
Oh, there's lots of fantastic cakes here. I have to admit, I am rather partial to the glow cake. I actually like the spiel that goes with it, and it explains it a little bit more and does an analogy with the Kelly gang.
She's biased, though.
But I'm not taking bribes.
Well,
yes,
they kill police.
My initial reaction was a little bit obtuse to it, but then as I read further down, I actually did like it. As Scott went on to explain that as the Kelly gang was fighting from oppression, so was the gay and lesbian community. Interesting analogy, but anyway.
Good to have a bit of politics. And which one did you fancy?
I like the carrot cake because I got to eat some. That was very nice.
And is it difficult? This year judging?
I think it's really difficult because some of them are homemade and some of them are shop made. So we've got to judge between what the ideas really that go behind them. And also it's good to taste them because they taste yummy.
And here I am waiting for Doctor Who to just pop out of the box. Hello, Doctor Who, you're in there? I'm sure he's in there somewhere. It won't be long, maybe a bit later. Kay Meadows, the Mayor of the City of Yarra. How are you, Kay?
Hi, how are you going?
And kind of just on behalf of everyone, thanks for supporting the Pride March Bake Off.
Oh, look, this is fantastic. It's being held in Richmond, which of course is part of the City of Yarra, and it also happens to be my local ward. And it's a fantastic opportunity for the council to support our gay community and also to support DT's as a local pub.
The auctioneer for the day, Macca. How are you, Macca?
How are you, Vic? What a great turnout today. Look at them. I mean, the place is packed. 46 entries. A few down on last year, but still the second biggest year ever. So last year it raised $13,000.
Fantastic. And have you seen any cakes that you'd like to take home?
Well, there's quite a bit of beefcake I'd like to take home. I think everyone's actually, really put in a lot of effort today. There's big cakes, there's imaginative cakes, and there's professional pastry cooks have made some of these cakes today, as well as some stunning home cooks. And all of them, everything's edible. Yeah. Like, did you see the Ian Thorpe one?
Yes.
The frame is actually edible. Yeah. Imagine eating your way into Ian Thorpe.
Category 2 is the cakes, and second prize goes to Emily May, the Bailey's cake.
65, we've got 65 on the stage. Darling, you're looking young for your age. 65, anyone going up to 70? Can I see 70 down there, Gary? Is that just joking your beard? 70 in the room? Is that a waving arm over there? $70? 65 at the moment. 70 down here at $70. Remember, we've got $300 worth of advertising with B News. Melbourne, one of Melbourne's premier newspapers. $60 worth of advertising. $300 worth of advertising, and it's already up to 65. That was 65, wasn't it? 65. 70 down there. It was 70 down there. Anyone to 75? 75. I'm looking for 75. Can I see 75? No, darling, you do look that age, but you're not. I'm looking for 75. Anyone 75. It's on 70. We're going to have to sell it, Macca. We're going to have to sell it at 70. We're going to sell it. First call at $70 to the gorgeous man over here in the middle. First call for $70. We're going to second call already. Time is a fleeting. Second call. We're going to sell it. I think we'll sell it. It's sold.
The Gay and Lesbian Liaison Officer of the Victoria Police for Region 1. How are you, Scott?
I'm really good, thank you very much. Having a wonderful time here at DT's.
Fantastic. And you've entered a cake, of course.
I entered a cake and I was really happy. We came third again. We got third last year with our big glow cake, and this year we've come third with our policeman cake. So yeah, really happy.
Fantastic. Has it been auctioned yet?
It hasn't been up for auction yet. No, they're still going. So hopefully it'll pull up a few dollars for Pride.
Yeah, what are you expecting?
Oh, well, last year we got $500, but the way things are going out there tonight, I'm not expecting $500. But, $50 or $60 I'll be really happy with.
Christine Darmody, President of Midsummer. How are you, Christine?
Hi, Vic. Very well. Very
That's
very
good.
well.
You've got an entrant?
We have an entry. It's the Midsummer Come and Pig Out at Midsummer entry. Basically, we've constructed a pig surrounded by a whole lot of little cupcakes, and every little cupcake represents a piece of our fabulous community. So, yeah, no, we're happy.
I've seen it.
I mean, it's extraordinary, this event, really makes people think about what they're doing, and it's just such a fabulous community event in terms of, let's make a cake and construct something that we think is important, or just put together a couple of sponges and come down and raise some money for Pride, which is what it's all about. Pride March is one of the key, major events of Midsummer, and we have a wonderful working relationship. We're very proud to have them as part of the festival, and we're very privileged that they, choose to have the Pride March at the time when the Midsummer Festival's running. So, as I said, they're a huge asset to the festival and a wonderful event in its own right. I mean, Pride March is a huge, huge event on the gay calendar, and we all love it.
Oh, this looks really interesting. I'll try it. Here I am with the D in the DTs, and of course the T in the peel, if that makes any sense. How are you guys?
Very well indeed. It's been such a fabulous.
Yeah, they're fabulous. They're obviously having a good time. Yeah, Dale, you'd be pretty proud of having this event here at DTs. It's one of those rare events that the whole community gets together.
Oh, look, you've got every faction here, and everyone supplies a cake, whether they make it themselves or they have it made for them. At least the effort goes goes in, and I think that's the most important thing about any community event. You know, so
it's a lot of fun.
Well, I make a PAV every year, and
not very well.
No, well, this particular year, the sides fell off. I think someone snuck upstairs when I was watching a movie and opened the oven on me.
And what about you, Tom? The peel got an entrant?
Yes, we did actually. We had a Lego cake, which was we had a Lego cake, which was a block of apartments, which represented the new peel once they get evicted and stuff. Anyway, it's a fabulous bake-off. The bake-offs are always fabulous. I always get off at the bake-off.
And of course, something big is coming up for you, Dale.
Yes, well, I've put my hand in to sit for actual council for Yarra. The elections are in, I think, about November. Molly Meldrum has put his hand up to be my campaign manager, so that's very lovely of him. We've known each other for 30 years and also lives up the street.
Dale, that's fantastic, and good luck. I'm sure there'll be a few votes there for you.
Thank you very, very much, Vic. It's very kind of you. Thank you.
Always want to know, what do they wear under their kilts? Oh my God, a bit of too much information there.
When someone says to me, "What have you got under your kilt?" I give it nothing, love.
That's Vic Perri from TT's signing off. Cake Bake Off.
Absolutely fantastic cakes and some great footage. I was actually lucky enough to see the next day and saw some of the cakes and actually tasted some too. They were absolutely phenomenal. Now we're going to go to a break, but stay with us. Before we do though, we're actually going to see one of those ads that I was talking about from Stephen King, one of those political ads. So let's have a look at that right now, and we'll see you for the second half of the show in just a moment. Stay with us.
Woman, what's left now that you're gone? 30 years of love and devotion, sharing our lives together, building our home together. But the government is forcing me to leave this house, our home. Where do I go?
John Howard and Mark Latham want to amend the Marriage Act. It will tear people and families apart. Say no to the amendment.
And welcome to Bent TV. I'm Dave McCarthy, co-convener, Victorian Gay and Lesbian Rights Lobby. Tonight it's my great pleasure to speak to Stephen King, an independent film producer for 27 years, Stephen.
27.
Now recently you've made some television commercials that the subject of them was the Howard government's marriage bill.
Indeed.
What brought you to make those commercials? What was the motivation?
Quite simply is that the bill was due to go to the Senate for inquiry, as you know, and the Labor opposition all of a sudden said, we're going to support the bill, so all the people that have sent all the submissions to the Senate, whether it be for or against, were instantly disenfranchised. I read about this in The Age a couple of Thursdays ago, quite incensed that the entire democratic process has been short-circuited. So a series of commercials were produced. They were shot on the Saturday and the Sunday, post-produced on the Monday, duplicated a couple of hundred copies on the Tuesday, to which I then flew up to Canberra on the Wednesday and promptly presented them to a bunch of non-Liberal senators, because I figured it'd be a waste of time giving it to the Liberals anyway, so save my money.
And what's been the response generally to them? I mean, they haven't had a lot of exposure as yet, and we are going to actually show a couple of them today. But what's been the response to them? How have people responded to them when they've seen them?
Interesting. A lot of people had no idea that this type of commercial existed. When they looked at the Marriage Act, they just saw the ceremonial part of the marriage, of the two couples there saying, do you, I do, and a lot of people think that is marriage as such. Well, the commercials show that there's more to marriage than just that. There's the whole underlying issues of spouse and rights and so on and so forth, and the commercials are designed to show that.
Because I suppose, they do. They give a number of examples of different situations. You know, there's the very first commercial is two older guys.
One older guy.
Sorry, one older
older guy.
Exactly, sorry. The second commercial has a little girl.
Indeed.
Third commercial has an older woman.
Yes.
And the last commercial has two younger guys.
Two younger guys.
Yeah. And so different situations, aren't they? But
yeah.
They're unique because they're the actual people.
They use real people.
Yeah. And their situations.
And real situations, yeah, absolutely.
So, in terms of getting them, obviously the narrative at the end will have to change.
Yeah.
Because they were made prior to the marriage bill passing.
They were made primarily to give to the senators.
Yes.
Okay. And excuse me, Senator, we know you understand television. You might not be able to read. You might be illiterate. You might be stupid. But you do watch TV, and this is our language. Television. Watch this 30-second commercials, and at the end of the commercial it says, "Say no to the Marriage Amendment Act." It's as simple as that. We will rework that tag, and we come up with a different ending. The plot will be the same, the tag will be different, and that'll be ready for an election campaign.
Perhaps something along the lines of equal means equal.
Absolutely.
Or, you know, a fairer Australia, something like that.
Yeah. Do you want a job as a copywriter?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, in terms of you funded these commercials yourself.
Yeah.
Denied yourself all of those luxuries.
What, food?
Food. Yeah. How? I mean, to do that shows a huge commitment, and you're a father yourself.
Yeah, two boys.
So is
two teenage boys.
That's where it sort of came from initially.
I look at it quite simply that the Marriage Act said that this is what we're going to amend, okay? And I thought, hang on, I'm a dad here, I got boys, they're teenagers, eventually they're going to get married. Do I have the right to tell them who they can or cannot marry? I don't think so. And if I haven't, I'm sure as hell the government haven't. But now they've made this amendment, the government has jumped into private lives and says, excuse me, you can marry this person, but you can't marry that one. And that is so wrong.
So it is, I mean, because there is discussion about, you know, within our community about a lot of people don't want to get married. But it's not about that.
It's not. It's about rights.
It's about choice.
Indeed. If you don't have the choice, you're locked into what they want you to do. And that is so wrong.
Cool. Great thing. We're going to cut to the commercial now. Thank you, Stephen King. And quickly, email address or website where people can send you some information if they wish?
I'll send it to you.
Okay, send it to VGLRL in Google and you'll find us. Here comes the commercials. Thanks for watching.
Meeting Chris 3 years ago when I was working in Canada. We've been together ever since. And now we built a home back in Australia. But they say our marriage is illegal. Does that mean I have to leave the country? Why does the government insist on separating people who love each other?
John Howard and Mark Latham want to amend the Marriage Act. It will tear people and families apart. Say no to the amendment.
Well, that was certainly interesting, the interview there on politics. Now, of course, we always like to talk about politics, but you need to make up your own mind, and I'm sure you'll do so. Now, we've actually got a fantastic DVD from the Southern Hibernation. We've got the opening ceremony that they had, and of course, some other footage as well. Now, if you'd like to buy the DVD, you can purchase it through Bent TV. Give us an email at feedback@benttv.org.au. Now, it's $30. It's an absolutely fantastic buy, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with it. Great time, great viewing, and of course we were there for that as well on Bent TV. So if you'd like to buy that, once again it's $30 and it's at feedback@benttv.org.au. Now we're going to go to our very own Vic Perri and we're going to be looking at the Melbourne Leather Festival. So let's have a look at that footage and we'll see you very shortly.
Perri, and here I am with Brian Mier, director of the Melbourne Leather Festival. It's happening in just a few days. How are you, Brian? You're all excited?
Sure are. Vic, it's the biggest festival we've ever had with 32 events this year, and it's almost overwhelming, actually. Yeah.
And how long has it been going for? It's a few years now.
This is the 9th year. The first was actually called the Collingwood Leather Festival back in 1995, and there were 5 events in that, and here we are at 32 events with about 30 organisations involved in one way or another. So.
That's huge. It sort of sounds quite big compared to other places in the world. Is it a big international festival?
Well, yes, although it's probably the world's closest kept secret. If you compare it with Sydney Leather Pride Week runs for 10 days, I think, or 7 days over 1 week, and has about a dozen events. We run for 3.5 weeks, right through from Friday the 27th of August till Monday the 20th of September, which is the Bears Leather Night, and that winds up the festival this year.
And so what are some of the highlights of this festival?
Okay, well, we always open with a low-cost, very inclusive, very free and easy cocktail party called Unleashed, and that's on Friday the 27th of August at the Abode Club in 374 St Kilda Road, St Kilda. Anyone can rock up to that for $10, but you do need to wear a bit of fetish gear, otherwise it doesn't work. But the big thing opening the festival this year is a new idea called Rocky's Progressive Party, and that's based on the Rocky Horror Show, and we've teamed with a number of organisations, so we're actually, like a progressive dinner, it advances through three venues. So we start off with Brad and Janet's wedding supper at the Traffic Cafe Bar in Northcote, go next door to the Westgarth Theatre for the live version of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which means that there's performance going on right throughout the movie. And then at 2:30am motor down to Abode, which becomes Transylvania for the play party afterwards. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And you can get inquiry sheets and tickets from both Eagle Leather in the north and Abode in the south for that.
And any sort of activities for someone who's quite new to this scene?
Well, yes, we have, and in fact we've teamed two together this year that are really special for newcomers. Eagle Leather's doing its usual introduction to bondage, discipline and sadomasochism seminar on Thursday the 2nd of September, and the following night Hush Now has a stepping out night, which is a gentle social domination submissive play party for newcomers. And so Mistress Tan's coming to our seminar and I'm going down to stepping out, so that we're really having the two, so people can come and learn what it's all about, and if they want to go and see what it's all about they can go to Hush Now the next night and do that. We do have a few other seminars and workshops of an introductory nature throughout the festival, and I think quite a number of the other activities are welcoming of newcomers and inquirers as well.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Brian. So the Melbourne Leather Festival happening on the 27th of August, just a few days from now. And, of course, all the information that you want about the festival you can find in the local press. Back to Jayson in the studio.
Thanks so much for that, Vic. It looked like you had a lot of fun there introducing the Melbourne Leather Festival. Now, we've actually got an exciting new segment here on Q Weekly. It's called Q Calendar. So I'm going to have a bit of a look at the clipboard to make sure I get the dates right, because we don't want you to miss out on anything. So first up, we just saw the interview then, and it's running from Friday the 27th of August through to Monday the 20th of September. Now, there's lots of events and lots of fun, and of course you can check out the website on www.melbourneleatherfestival.org. So check out the website. You might want to go along and have a look. A couple of other things to go through as well. On Saturday the 28th of August, we've got Frontier, the annual gay and lesbian boot scooting dance competition. Now that's from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. and that's at the Collingwood Town Hall. Beautiful building there. So if you want to go along and have a boot scoot, take your partner, have a bit of fun. I mean, you know, that sort of thing's up to you, but I'm sure it'll be a great time, and lots of events happening there as well. Now, another thing, on Saturday the 28th again, through to Saturday the 2nd of October, we've got Take Me Out. Now this is playing at the Arts Centre Playhouse. It's a play about the shockwaves that were caused when a baseball player casually reveals to the media that he was gay, just as his team is about to head into the championship season. Now, for more information, you can have a look at the Melbourne Theatre Company or the Playhouse. Another thing that's coming up here on the Q calendar is Friday the 3rd of September. Paul Kafsis performing with a 30-piece orchestra at Her Majesty's Theatre. Now that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Now for more details or for tickets on that, just give Ticketek a call. I'm sure you'd like to go and check that out. He's a laugh. And once again, on Saturday, the 11th of September, so a little bit later on there, we've got Slave Market at the Laird Hotel. Now that's lots of fun. I'm sure one of the hosts here will be heading on to that, and we'll probably bring you some footage on that as well. But that's lots and lots of fun. So go and bet on a guy, and it's no attitude guys. I'm sure you pick up, you know, some sort of nice guy, a hairy berry or a smooth boy, something like that, I don't know. But if you'd like to be on our Q calendar here at Q Weekly, give us an email on feedback@benttv.org.au. We'd love to hear from you for any comments that you have, or from anyone that wants to put something on the Q calendar. It'd be lots of fun. Now, of course, stay tuned. We're going to be here on Monday nights and Thursday nights every week with some fantastic new shows. Coming up in the next couple of nights is the Marching Girls. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. It's been a pleasure talking to you here from Q Weekly. Have a fantastic night. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you shortly. Take care.